Welcome to Family Fun and Learning, sponsored by St. Charles Community College. My name is Janelle Myers, and I am a lead preschool teacher at the St. Charles Community College Child Development Center, and also an adjunct faculty teaching classes in child development and early childhood education. In my 18 years in education, I have taught infants, toddlers, preschool, first grade, college, and adults. My husband and I also have two sons, ages 1 and 7. This series is for parents, grandparents, and caregivers of young children, especially preschoolers and toddlers. I will share lots of ideas for fun and learning at home, as well as how to make the most of routines such as meal times, how to foster children's independence, and ultimately, how we can best promote children's academic, emotional, and creative development. Videos in this series will be released each week. They will be 20 to 30 minutes each. Today's session is an overview. We will talk about the big ideas, and I will also give a preview of the other 8 sessions. Early childhood is defined as the period from birth through age 8. It's differentiated from later childhood because in early childhood, young children learn in different ways than older children and adults do. Young children learn best through play and everyday activities. As adults, we sometimes see routines as parts of the day that we simply have to get through. But in truth, things like getting ready for bed and the daily commute can actually be wonderfully rich times for young children to learn and also to connect with us. I'm sure you've heard of hands-on learning. Young children learn best through physically interacting with materials and with the environment. Young children learn through their senses. Their senses are turbocharged. They're hardwired to take in information about how the world around them works. And children learn through play. They do not learn best through worksheets and flashcards. They learn through play and playful activities. Children have an intrinsic desire to make sense of all that they see, hear, touch, smell, and taste. They know that the world around them is supposed to make sense, so they connect new experiences to prior knowledge. It's like they're putting together a puzzle and they don't even know what the finished product will look like yet. I have to tell you, what I find most interesting about this learning process are actually the errors that children make as they're constructing understanding. Their mistakes are evidence of their intelligence and of their desire to make the world make sense. Here are some examples that I wanted to share with you. A preschool child explained that his Uncle Tony is driving across the country in a winning bagel. So it seems to me that the word Winnebago made no sense to him. So he connected the words that he thought he heard to create a picture in his head. This next example was my oldest son when he was a toddler. In our home, we had a landline in addition to our mobile phones, and we referred to the landline as the house phone. And then my son began referring to my cellular phone as a self phone. I mean, when you think about it, it actually makes a lot more sense than cell or cellular. This next example was a child in my class. He told a peer that his brother went to a new school, and the other child asked, "Is it chicken garden?" He didn't know what to make of the word kindergarten, but he could create a picture in his head of a chicken garden. So these funny examples are more than just cute things that children say. They're evidence of young children's intelligence. They're evidence that children are actively working to make sense of all that they see and they hear. Learning for all people is most meaningful when it happens in context. So teachers and excellent parents are always looking for teachable moments in our everyday activities. In this picture, you see my 1-year-old and 7-year-old filling a piggy bank. Simple activities like this can be turned into a math activity if we sort and count the coins as we drop them in. Another example, just last week, my family visited a local creek 2 days in a row. The second day, after a heavy overnight rainstorm, my son asked why the ground at the water's edge looked so different, which gave me a wonderful opportunity to explain erosion, and he could see the real life changes that had happened in the earth from one day to the next. I always love hearing parents talk to their children using what I call $10 words. They don't use baby talk because they know how important vocabulary is to children's success in school. Next, I am going to share with you some highlights from the future videos in this series. When we're talking about helping children learn their names, we can make them a name puzzle. Write the child's name on a piece of paper, and then I find that curved pieces with curves tend to be easier and make more sense for puzzles than non-curved pieces do. But then you can see how they can put the pieces of the puzzle back together as they learn how to spell their own names. A favorite math activity that I like to do both in the preschool classroom and at home with kids is the cup number line. And so you take 10 cups and you write on them the numbers 1 through 10. You set them out on the table so the numbers can be seen. And as you do that, you ask the children to help you identify what numbers are these, what number comes next. Oh, and then I always like to throw them off a little bit and go 5, 6, 7. And they go, wait, no, that's not 7, that's 10. Oh, okay, here we go. Is this one the 7? Nope. 7. There it is. 8, 9, and 10. And then I will take a small object, like a balloon or a toy, whatever, and I'll say, when you are closing your eyes, then I'll hide the balloon underneath one of these cups, but no peeking. And so then they close their eyes and I hide the balloon under one of the cups. And when they open their eyes, I ask them, guess a number, any number. And I don't let them point. I make them say a number because recognizing and identifying the numbers is an important part of this game. The other important part of this game is understanding more and less. So the child might say, is it hiding under cup number 7? And I'll say, nope, not under number 7. It's under a number that is less than 7. So can it be 8? Nope. 9? Nope. 10? Nope. It's got to be over here, one of these numbers that is less than 7. So then they might say 2. We'll take a look and see. Nope, it's not hiding under cup number 2. It's hiding under a cup that is more than 2. So is it 1? Nope, can't be 1. It's under a number that is more than 2, but less than 7. So where is it? Is it 3? Yes, it is. There is the balloon hiding under cup number 3. So easy, fun math game that can help teach both number identification and more and less. We get one of these timers every time we go to the dentist's office. If your dentist doesn't give them out, you probably have one in a game that you have somewhere. And I like to use these timers for a cleanup countdown. We'll flip a timer and we'll see how much of the house we can get cleaned up before the timer ends. It's great for the playroom. It's great for just a Sunday evening whole house cleanup to get ready for the week too. That's one of my favorite things to do on a Sunday, is get my family all involved in getting the house cleaned up so we can be ready for the week ahead. I wanted to show you a quick, easy, fine motor activity that is featured in my later session about fun, fine motor. And for this one, I take cereal boxes and cookie and cracker packages and turn them into lacing cards. I have my child help with the hole puncher because this is great squeezing for fine motor strength. And we go all the way around, and then you can use a shoelace like this is, which is nice because it already has that plastic end that makes it go through easily. But you can get plastic cording at craft stores, which is really nice for this too. Or you can just use yarn with a bit of clear tape wrapped around the end of it to give it a nice end that is easy for lacing too. And just that going in and out of the holes there is fantastic for fine motor practice. And it's free, and every time you eat a new box of cereal, you can make a new one. So super simple. While we're talking about eating, another one of our sessions in this series is about meal times. How to make meal times a pleasant and wonderful family learning experience. So, one of my favorite ideas for that is to play dinner table games. And dinner table games can be things like Would You Rather? And you can look up online lots of Would You Rather questions. Things like, would you rather see 10 minutes into your own future or someone else's? Or would you rather have a unicorn horn or a squirrel tail? Or would you rather eat a chocolate covered onion or an ice cream sundae covered in hot sauce? I like some of these open-ended questions too. What kind of weather makes you the happiest? When are old things better than new things? In my session about easy art experiences, I will show you all about painting with water. What could be easier than that? Paintbrush, dish of water, on construction paper, or take it outside and paint on the driveway, paint on the bricks, paint on the siding, anywhere that can dry. Super easy and engaging for little ones. The sessions in this series include Beyond Bedtime Stories, Growing Your Reader, which is all about laying the foundation for reading and learning letters and words. After that is More Than Counting, all about math. And then we have Kitchen Science. We have Routines Are Learning Times, Making the Most of Meal Times, Fun Fine Motor Practice, Encouraging Independence, and Art for All, but especially those who are not inclined to art. The people who are inclined to doing art are probably already doing lots of fun art activities with their kids. This is for the rest of us who want ideas like paint with water. Okay, so I'm going to show you just one more little sneak peek, and that is a science activity. Now, I'm sure everyone on Earth has combined vinegar and baking soda to make a volcano erupt, but have you used vinegar and baking soda to inflate a balloon? I'm going to show you how, because I may have dropped my balloon. Excuse me. While I look for my balloon on the floor, where did it go? I lost my balloon. Where did it go? Ah, there's my balloon. It was hiding in my cup. Whoops. Okay, so for this experiment, we are going to use a small water bottle, if you have one. Even smaller than this would be fine. And fill it up just about 1/3 full of vinegar. At a half a cup or 1/3 of the way up the bottle is fine. And then, here's the hardest part of the whole thing. We have to get baking soda into the balloon. If you have a funnel, that makes this much easier. But if you don't have a funnel, it can still be done. You just have to really stretch the opening of the balloon. So I'm going to pour in the baking soda here. In it goes. Tap the funnel so that it all goes down there. And then carefully pull it off. Now, all the baking soda is down here. I'm going to stretch the mouth of the balloon around the mouth of the bottle, and then when I lift the balloon up, The baking soda falls down into the vinegar and creates a gas. The creation of the gas inflates the balloon. And there it is. We did not have to blow to inflate this balloon. We let chemistry inflate it for us. So, if you would like to tune in to this series and learn more fun and learning ideas like this, I certainly hope that you will tune into Family Fun and Learning. Thanks for watching today. Bye-bye.